Yo, 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 yo. What up? 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 What's the deal? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Mindful Miraculous Monday. Back again with another episode, another week of SRDaily. Winding down, winding down, winding down. Another day, another week. Week 136, episode 674, just 26 episodes to the final episode. I'm trying to lock down a space this week. Spoke to some people already, man. Just waiting for some responses. I already have some responses this week. Some people on vacation. People have to look at some stuff and see if it could work, man. So trying to get a final episode, man. Trying to get another location to have a great closeout, great 700th episode closeout on Tuesday, August 25th. Mark your calendars, though. That is going down one way or another. August 25th is the 700th episode. No matter what happens, no matter what's going to happen, that is the 700th episode. And we are going to put the show to rest for a little bit at 700 episodes. We're not going to make it to 1,000 episodes, at least not like this, right? And that's okay. That's so fucking okay. I was like, oh, can't wait to get to 1,000. But some things, you have a plan, but God has another plan. And I'm going with the plan of the Most High, man. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. What's going on? What's going on? Come on in. Come on into the chat. Tell your people to come on in. What's going on with? What's going on with? What's the deal, sister girl? Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. How you doing? It is Monday. It is a beautiful day. Saturday was rainy. Sunday was beautiful too, man. We're gonna talk about my weekend. We're gonna talk about my Sunday. We had a beautiful fucking day, man. We talked about a few things, man. But yeah, man, I'm just really grateful, man. Really grateful. Just the turn of events and how things are lining up. We're really grateful. Really thankful. My heart is full. My mind is open. I'm looking forward to today. I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to the rest of the summer. There's some big challenges ahead, man. I got some big fucking challenges. But if you know me, you know that I'm up for the challenge. Sometimes I put myself through fucking crazy challenges, right? Sometimes I put myself through some crazy challenges. And yeah, man, we're gonna figure this shit out, man. I fully understand, overstand, and understand that the bigger the obstacle, the sweeter the victory, and the bigger the fucking dream, the bigger the challenges are going to be, right? Like, you got big dreams. Like, I have big dreams. The challenges are going to be fucking big because life is going to give you equal and opposite. So you are going to have the opportunities that come with the fucking dreams to help you, right? To aid you in moving forward. But you're also going to have the challenges, which are also opportunities for you to learn, for you to grow, right? And all that fly shit, man. But listen, let's get the show started. I'm going to turn this music off. Once again, I am your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You are tuned into SRDaily, episode 674. SRDaily is where personality meets enlightenment. We are here 5 days a week, Mondays through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course, TikTok Live. Matrix Monet, what's going on? What's going on, love? Peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, we're going to start with the first segment of the day. Today's first segment is a quote of the day, and today's quote is from a hip-hop song. If you know me, obviously, well, not obviously, but if you know me, you know I love hip-hop, you know I love rap, you know I am New York. So this is a line from Jay-Z. It said, treat your first like your last, and your last like your first. All right, treat your first like your last, and your last like your first. That's the quote of the day. Treat your first like your last, and your last like your first. And this shit is valid as fuck. Treat every opportunity like it's the first fucking thing. Treat every opportunity like it's the thing, right? So the first time you do something and you're grateful, you're excited, and there's some dope shit, know that it could be your last, right? We talk about sports a lot, right? I grew up in the era of sports was dominant. Black people was becoming dominant in sports, and yeah, right? There are, I heard something the other day. They spoke about this guy, Dan Marino. They said Dan Marino, people thought he would get to multiple Super Bowls. He did not, right? Got to fucking one Super Bowl he got to, did not win. They thought there would be many more. There wasn't. There are players who get to a place And it's like, yo, it's great. We're gonna be here again and again and again. But it's fucking the longer you play, the more you realize how hard it is to get to that fucking championship level, to get to the finals, to get to the Super Bowl. Just watched the World Cup final yesterday, right? Like, how hard is it to get back there? So when you get there, treat that shit like your last. And then when you've done something for a long time, you've done something for a long time, you've done something for a long time, and you're ready to step back, and you're like, all right, I'm retiring, I'm putting this shit down, I ain't doing this shit no more. Kobe Bryant treated his last game, right? I mean, better than his first game, but like, this is the first time, like, I gotta go hard. I gotta go hard. I gotta prove myself. I gotta make a statement. I gotta put work in. So I'm gonna treat my last like my first, not like, oh yeah, I've been here for a long time. This is cool. This is easy. Nah, go hard. Go fucking hard. Right? The first time can be your last, and your last time should be treated with the same reverence, with the same respect, with the same passion, with the same fucking ferociousness as the first time. All right, so that's the quote of the day, man. Treat your first like your last, and your last like your first. And everything you do, you should do it like it's a big fucking thing, right? That was the other part of it I really wanted to talk about. There are people who say, you hear it all the time, right? I hear it all the time. I've heard it a lot. Said to me, said to others, oh yeah, you know, you got that, you know, you doing, oh, how your little business going? Or how's your little this going? Or how's that going? Nah, this is a big thing. This is a big thing. Oh, nah, it's just, you know what I mean? It ain't, no. This is a big thing. Treat your shit like it's the shit, right? Like, you got to fucking write up in an article. Treat that shit like it's a big fucking thing, right? Like, I've learned how important it is to treat your small wins as if they are monumental, because you know what? In all actuality, they are. Every small win has ramifications, has a ripple effect that we, you, me, can't even fully fathom. I told somebody some shit. Listen, this shit is. I saw somebody a few weeks ago, right? My man Magnetic in Queensbridge. I've known Magnetic for a while, 20-something, 30 years, maybe 30-some years, maybe, right? Before he went to prison, before he's older than me, but before he got locked up, did mad time and all that shit. I knew Magnetic, and I was outside, and so I saw Magnetic a few weeks ago, right? And he was like, "Yo, I still remember what you told me," and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, when I first came home, I still remember what you told me, and I'm holding that promise. I'm keeping my promise here. I'm like, what? I told you to, you know, stay home? Right? He's like, nah, not even that. You said that, but some other shit you said, like, in the fact that you don't remember is key. This is what he said. He said, the fact that you don't remember is key to me. It means that it wasn't rehearsed, right? It was straight from your heart. I said, yeah, I don't like. Clearly, there's some shit that like I read, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say this shit. I'm gonna say this shit, right? If I'm giving the talk, I'm gonna say this shit. I read, so I can't wait to say this. But listen, dogs, like, if you know me, you know that I'm a wordsmith, and I speak with my heart. And in the midst of conversation, anything could come out. When I'm communicating with someone one-on-one, it's no rehearsal, it's no practice, it's no, oh, let me say this shit right now. It's like, nah, I'm always speaking from the heart. I'm always giving you my most passionate responses, and I'm giving you my most undivided attention when we're in communication. So yeah, little thing became monumental, right? I remember I ran into somebody, or rather, I was still living in Queensbridge at the time, and I was walking to my crib, right? I'm walking to my crib, and I feel somebody behind me, so I turn around. They're like, "Yo, you Sugar Ray, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" They're like, "I don't know if you remember me, but," he said, about 7-8 years ago, you gave me $4 on a train. I was homeless and I needed some money. You gave me $4 and said that was all you had. And I didn't remember that, right? He said, well, I want to let you know that I'm not homeless no more. I got 2 jobs. I got a crib. I got a family now. He said 8 years ago, 6-8 years, some shit like that, 8 years ago, right? This is in 20. I want to be, because I was still married at the time. So this might have been like, and my daughter was born. So this might have been like 2018. In 2017, 2018. Actually, I'm lying. This was during COVID, because it wasn't that many people outside. I remember this was probably 2020. Yeah, 2020, when people really wasn't outside like that. The brother, that's when I seen this brother. He said about 8 years ago, 7-8 years ago, some shit like that. You gave me $4, and I ain't have no money. I was on the train asking for money. You gave me $4. That was all you had. He said, now I got 2 jobs. I've been doing real good. I got a crib. And I was like, wow, small things. When you do something small, right? It has impact that goes beyond your comprehension, beyond your understanding, beyond anything that you can see, right? So everything you do it like it's a big thing. Treat everything like it's the biggest thing, right? But we're gonna move right along to our second segment of the day. You are a big deal. Act like it. Hey, Mona Love, what's up, baby love? What's the deal? You are a big deal. Act accordingly. That is a fact. You are a big deal. Fucking act like it. Act accordingly. Second segment of the day, we're gonna talk about, of course, our needs to know news of the day. Where somebody said a comment, you sent a DM, I will check it out. Thank you so much, appreciate you. Today, I got a big meeting later on this morning with RJI, the Restorative Justice Initiative, to talk about some shit, man. I'm really excited. I'm fucking grateful because they have an opportunity coming up. I knew nothing about the opportunity. I ain't hear about it. I know some people there, but it ain't that type of thing, right? But somebody I do know, somebody who I've known less than a year, somebody who's been around me maybe 10 times, right? Maybe 10, 12 times, maybe, right, in the last year. And never extensively, right? Somebody advocated for me in a room I wasn't in. Somebody advocated for me, a fellow brother, fellow king, my man Javon advocated for me in a room that I wasn't in against other people, right, who had quote unquote more experience than me, right? So there's an opportunity coming up with the Restorative Justice Institute. They're gonna be doing some trainings, right? They're looking for a restorative justice practitioner to lead these trainings, right? Now mind you, so the advocacy was that although I haven't been involved with the organizations that they were talking to, right, all kings and stuff like that for a long time, and although I haven't done a lot within those organizations, I haven't like a lot of the shit that they do, and they want people to be a part of, and I haven't done that shit. I got other shit going on. I can't show up. All right, cool. Even so, there were other people who show up all the time, who volunteered more, who've done a lot more. But this brother advocated for me against them, those people who he's known longer, because he said that my restorative justice work is deeper. He said, and that's true. He said, I didn't lie to the people. You live restorative justice, and I do. I do. I still I got shot in 2003. And the guy who shot me has been dead since 2006, right? 2005. And my mother is still mad at him. He's dead. He's dead. His long is gone. My life is completely different, right? My mother is still mad. I forgave the brother a long time ago. I forgave him when I was in prison and I heard he got killed. If you watch my documentary, American Hero, I talk a little bit about it. I heard he got killed. I was on the phone with my sister. I was happy at first. I'm like, good, he fucking shot me. He deserved to be dead. But then Spirit came and was like, that's another black man, right? That's another human. You don't want any other black man to be shot and killed, right? That's not what we want. That's what Spirit said. And I'm like, but he shot me. He deserved it. And it was a whole back and forth thing. And eventually I settled on, nah, you're right. Right. And so I forgave the brother, man. And there's been multiple times when he's been in my prayer, in my meditation, his spirit, and I've wanted to invoke the power of his spirit, because he had a powerful motherfucking spirit. He was a strong dude, man. We was at war, and he had some other shit going on as well. And yeah, forgiveness. All right, forgive him, his mother, his family. Like, it's all good. And the many other situations with my ex-wife, and it's forgiveness, man. It's restorative. Like, harm was caused. Yes. I would like to let you know the impact that your actions had. Yes. And I would like to hear the impact that my actions had. Yes. And let's sit and let's talk. And how do we move forward without there being quote unquote punishment, right? Me, I want to move away from the punitive justice system where it's all about punishment, where it's all about going to prison, where it's all about, I want to move away from that. I want restorative justice, and then even deeper is healing justice, right? Restorative justice and then healing justice. And so this brother advocated for me, saying that my work was much deeper. And so we got a meeting today to talk through this contract. And yeah, if everything goes well, man, yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to what's possible, right? That's some humbling shit, man. That's some humbling shit when people speak about your name in rooms that you aren't in, right? And they advocate for you. Because it's one thing to be like, yo, my man, yo, my sis, yo, my homegirl, my homeboy, right? He does this, does that. They be like, oh yeah, cool, we're gonna do this. And you be like, all right, cool, no problem. But to advocate, be like, nah, I hear you, but and right, like that's some dope shit, man. And so I wish I was a fly on that wall, so I could just hear, right, or see the advocacy. But I'm super grateful. So yeah, so this could potentially be monumental, and I'm treating it as such, right? So let's read a little bit about what RJI is, and let's talk about it for those who don't know. So Restorative Justice Initiative. Our mission, Restorative Justice Initiative, is building a community of New Yorkers to reflect the diversity of our city, to expand healing and non-punitive responses to harm at the personal, neighborhood, and systemic levels. Our vision, Restorative Justice Initiative, envisions a city in which justice is seen as effective when it senses healing, builds stronger communities, and promotes individual and institutional accountability, and when everyone has access to prevention and healing from interpersonal and systemic harm. Our values, equity, radical inclusion, interdependence, compassion, racial equity and justice, shared power, transformation, and absolute acceptance. If you know me, this is me to the fucking core. Absolute, all of that shit is me, all of it. What we do, we champion effective, transformative, non-punitive responses to harm and community-based healing practices across sectors. We convene restorative justice practitioners and create space to build relationships, learn from each other, and lift up multiple voices as experts on restorative justice. We connect those who have experienced and caused harm with resources to support the work of healing. We communicate information and opportunities that uplift restorative justice. We're going to read a little bit more. How we do our work. At the core of our vision for social change through restorative approaches is the centrality of relationships. RJI helps to lay the groundwork for a cultural shift from punishment and retribution to healing in New York City's neighborhoods and systems by nurturing relationships among practitioners and advocates. We also distribute resources to strengthen, practice, and promote ongoing learning and facilitate strategic planning. Although restorative justice is often placed in the criminal justice reform or school climate box, its philosophy, which is based on indigenous spiritual beliefs and practices, goes to the heart of how we live and work together in our community, building trust and understanding. Restorative justice processes give voice to those directly impacted by harm and encourage deep listening across differences. These restorative processes encourage storytelling that illustrates the complex and sometimes contradictory realities of our lives. Our operating principles: all life is interconnected. We value and center relationships. We value and center authentic self-reflection. We treat all people as capable of healing and transformation. We believe that harm occurs on both interpersonal and systemic levels and must be addressed on both. We center and champion conditions that invite people to take accountability for harm. We see restorative justice as part of a larger movement towards a healthier, safer city. And yeah, there's a bunch of other shit. It's who we work with. People living and or working in NYC and New York metro region, RJ practitioners, RJ advocates, philanthropists, community organizers, community-based organizations, NYC government agencies, educators, lawyers, social workers, healers, parents, youth, faith community, and clergy, families, survivors of violence, individuals who have caused harm, returning citizens, school administrators, and staff. And yeah, man, so that's what we're gonna talk about today. I'll be on the phone with be on the Zoom with some of their staff and yeah, man, some other folks. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Said Fusi and Kofa, what's going on, my brother? Said small acts can have monumental impact. Yes. I love your heart. Oh, thank you, brother. I love your heart too, man. Let's go to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment is the tip of the day. Today's tip is simply to have faith, have faith, have faith. This is what is going to keep you committed when it's hard to be fucking committed. It's your faith, it's your faith, it's your faith, your trust, your ability to see beyond what's right in front of you. And we're going to go to our fourth and final segment before we get out of here. Our build of the day. We're going to talk about the power of a mentor and how we pay them back. So yesterday I took Kimona up to Tarrytown to spend some time with my mentor and big brother and his family, guy I've known since I was 13 years old, 14 years old. Have become my best friend, have become my big brother, man. Absolutely epic. And his mentorship, his role in my life, right? It saved my life. It saved my life as a youth, and still coming out of prison, the support that he's given me since coming out of prison, even being in prison, writing me letters and sending me photos of his family and all of that shit has completely transformed like my entire life, man. So yeah, I was able to see his son who's fucking 20. He sent me pictures when his son was first born. I was in prison. Able to see his daughter who's 16 now, man. The son is in college. He's fucking driving. He's like, yo, I'm living over here. I'm like, wow, it's incredible. His wife, badass fucking artist. Her and Kimono was able to chat and talk, and we attended the Mermaid Festival. The Mermaid Festival was dope. The Mermaid Festival was really cool. I enjoyed it. It was a whole water ceremony. It was a song, and it was some dope shit. They had the fucking parade. The Headless Horseman was leading the parade. The drummers was fucking popping. It was dope. It was dope. It was dope. But the power of a mentor, man. The power of a mentor. And I often ask, how do I pay? Because it was him, Dave. It was Chick, who's no longer with us. It was James Moody, who is now Baba Heru Shango, who's in Puerto Rico. It was a few people, man. Bobby Cummins, Albert. It was a few folks who took a liking to me, even though I was causing a lot of trouble, even though I was in a lot of pain, even though I was quote unquote disrespectful. It was some folks, like my man Buddy, my football coach, right, who took a liking to me and who never stopped showing me love, who never stopped giving me pull-ups, right? Like, yo, Ray, you know you could do better. Yo, Ray, come on, let's focus on this. Yo, Ray, let's go do this. Yo, Ray, come on, I got this opportunity, right? That changed my life, that saved my life, and ultimately changed my life. And again, they were still working, right? Giving me guidance and wisdom and support in so many ways. And I often ask, how do I pay them back? And I've asked them, how do I pay you back, right? I can never pay you back, like financially, right? Or this way, like your work, right? Because they see my work, right? Well, those who are alive, right? Those who transition, they saw me up to the point that they saw me, right? Those who are living, they see my work and they're like, nah, like your work is incredible. Like you impact so many people on so many levels, like near and far. People who you don't even know are watching you, like for inspiration, right? Like not just to see what you do, but to see how you do it and to learn from you, to learn the compassion, the grace, right? The empathy, the passion, the vulnerability, right? Like grown men are telling me that they look at my page, like I don't like everything, but I go to your page to be inspired, like, because I need to be more vulnerable. I want to be more in touch with my emotional side. I want to express myself better. That shit is incredible. And so, yeah, man, the power of a mentor, right? Mentor somebody, right? Somebody younger, older, your age, right? Find somebody who is looking for some support, who needs some support in an area that you can support them, an area that you have some expertise in or some knowledge and some understanding in, and help them, guide them, right? Stand with them, walk with them. So yeah, man, the power of a mentor and how we pay them back. Mentors are extremely powerful. We actually did, another show a few weeks ago where we read a little more. We spoke a little more about mentorship. But listen, man, that's our show for the day, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. It is Monday, Mindful and Miraculous Monday, man. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course, TikTok Live. See you guys tomorrow, man. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem, is staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love.